Welcome. It's your main man, Relly Rellz, and we are back again. We are at our special spot, you know what I'm saying? And I got my guy, Ben, right here. As always, you know what I'm saying? Ben will always make sure that we get the info that we need. And I'm coming out here to do the review, and I do the legwork so you don't have to. You dig what I'm saying? So right behind me, you see we got this wonderful 2019 Dodge Durango GT Blacktop with the Plus package. You dig what I'm saying? And you heard me say blacktop, that's why you got the black wheels and stuff like that. So we are about to dive deep into this, and of course my man Ben's gonna give us the inside scoop on everything. Isn't that right, Ben?
Absolutely, man.
All right now, so hey, let's get to it. All right, guys, so we are in the driver's seat in this 2019 Dodge Durango. And of course, I got Ben is gonna take us over what's going on the steering wheel right quick.
So we got your leather wrap perforated steering wheel. It's real nice. I wish you guys can feel the way it feels. I mean, when you grasp it, it sits right nice in your hands. Obviously, you got your hands-free calling, hang up, answer, hands-free, whatever the case may be. Right here, you can adjust it on the cluster. We'll go over that more in detail in a little bit. Of course, you got your paddle shifters in case you want to have a little bit of fun. Put the car in manual mode, upshift, downshift, whatever the case may be. And of course, you got your cruise control, your home. I mean, it's a nice steering wheel. It's a real nice steering wheel. And you got obviously in the back right here, you got your volume, the ability to up and down the volume, and then the other side right here behind the steering wheel, you got the ability to change the stations of what you're listening to, or if you're listening through Bluetooth, you can change it to where you get change to the next song. Gotcha.
Okay, all right. Seems like everything is pretty much forward, straightforward when it comes to the steering wheel there. So all right, so now we're gonna jump into the gauge cluster and see what's going on in there.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, so now we are about to jump into the cluster and the gauges and see what's going on. Ben, tell us what's going on in there.
Man, so real quick, let's start from the, I guess we can start from the top. I guess you can call this the top right here. So right here, obviously we're not driving right now, but you do have the ability to see either your, this is the regular speedometer, so you can, it will go like this, like any regular car out there. But of course, if you wanted to actually see the exact miles per hour you're going, you're able to do that. All you gotta do is just click this arrow right here to the left or to the right, and now you can exactly see the miles per hour you're going. If you're in the mood for kilometers, you hit OK. I don't know why you would be, but if you are, by all means.
Gotcha.
Obviously, you got your tire pressure, you got transmission, oil temperature. This is just your basic everyday kind of stuff, people. You got your battery voltage, so you can keep up. You normally want to stay around the voltage that it is right now. If it's higher than this or lower than this, you might want to get it checked out. Gotcha.
So around 14.1, 14.2 is pretty good.
That's really, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Of course, you got your average miles per gallon. This is your typical driving. Now, it does say 14. Don't get scared, guys. This is, at the end of the day, this is a V6. It is a big car, but it is a V6. You're not going to be averaging 14 miles to the gallon. It is in our lot, so a lot of people like to just randomly drive it and floor it and all that. They don't really like to drive it normal. As you can see, it does say the range in terms of how long you have left before the gas does run out or you get into your reserves.
Gotcha.
You got your trip right here, so you can keep track of your just like basically everything I just went over before. Trip A, trip B, everyone knows about that. You got your auto off right here. So this right here,
explain that to them.
So if you're staying at a red light or the green light, red light or in traffic, you the car's engine will shut off and it saves you gas. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. It really depends on preference, because the reason I don't like it personally is if you have your AC on regular AC and not on max AC, the AC will cut down. So if it's hot outside, it does get pretty warm in here, and if you want it off, all you gotta do is hit the button. If you don't want it off, then if you do another way also is to put the AC on max AC. Gotcha.
Understand.
And right here, this will let you know, oh well, hey, you can't use the stop and start, the auto off, because your seatbelt's unbuckled. Or because the cabin is cooling down, or because the steering wheel's turned. There's multiple reasons. If for whatever reason the auto off is not working, you can always just scroll down and see exactly why it's not working right there.
Gotcha. Explains everything to you.
Obviously, you can see your music right here if you're playing Bluetooth, if you're playing USB, if you're playing the regular radio. Obviously, we don't got the volume up because we ain't trying to get in trouble.
Hey, quick shout out to Drake and Rick Ross on that song.
Absolutely. Store messages. Personally, I don't really, I'm not too familiar with this. I have a feeling it has something to do with your Bluetooth and you know, what you store and all that. That's what I assume. And right here you can set up the screen to how you want. You can have the upper left, the upper right, and then the middle. So right now the upper left is on the compass, but if you don't want it on the compass, you'll just hit the left and then scroll down, and you can see it changing in the top left corner.
Gotcha.
You can put the time, you can put how much, you can put your gas. So if I want to put gas, and then I wanted to do upper right, I leave it on, put it on, let's say the time, change that, and then when you go to, let me see.
Current gear and all that. Okay, that's pretty nice. I like that. So you can basically go through there and customize it exactly how you want.
Exactly. So you don't have to completely cluster the screen.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. So Ben took us through everything that's going on in the cluster, and of course, what we're about to do now, we're about to jump to the 7-inch screen that comes in this 2019 Dodge Durango. All right, guys, so here is the 7-inch screen that comes with this 2019 Dodge Durango. And of course, Ben is gonna take us over the radio, the media, the climate, the apps, all the controls, the phone, and the basic settings going on with this one. So take it away, Ben.
Absolutely. So obviously you got your Sirius XM, you got your AFM, you got your AM. You can listen to whatever you want to listen to. You know me, I like country music. That's your typical white boy. So. Of course, you got your traffic and weather right here, so you can set that to what you want. Now, this is probably the weirdest thing when it comes to these things, is that I don't know why, but they don't give you a lot of options as to what city and traffic weather you want to set. As you can see, you got Washington, Philadelphia, New York, Dallas, Boston.
So it's pretty much the major cities.
I guess so. I don't know why it's like that, but it is.
Hey Dodge, add some different cities.
I know, right? You got your game zones right here. You can select the teams and all that, see what's on the air. This comes with the, this pretty much comes with your Sirius XM. It's free for a year, I believe.
Okay.
And of course, you'll get to, I believe you get the notifications too, in terms of, you know, if there's a weather advisory or anything like that. It should pop up right here because you do have the weather right here.
Gotcha.
That should be in there. Of course, you got your media right here. You got your USB.
So that's hooking your phone up, Bluetoothing your phone and stuff like that.
USBs, you got the Bluetooth, you got the aux, which is all going to be right here for you.
Oh, okay, got you down there by the gear shift. Got you. You
got your climate right here. Obviously, we all know what that is. Since this is a third row seating car, it is a Durango, people. Let's not forget about that. You do have, first things first, you do have your dual climate control. So if you hot, but your boot thing is cold, she can stay warm. I mean, she can stay cold, but you want to stay warm, whatever the case may be. You know how it is. But what's cool is right here, instead of, if you want to adjust it for your kids in the back because they're sleeping or whatever, and you feel like they might be getting cold or too warm or something like that, you go to rear climate, and now I can adjust to what they feel back there. Okay. So if I want to raise the fan in the back, I'll raise the fan in the back. If I want to lower it, I can lower it. If I want to raise the temperature, whatever the case may be, and then right here you can lock the rear. I believe that locks the I believe it locks just the AC so that they can't mess with it.
Gotcha.
Either that or it locks the door itself.
Gotcha. Because also in the back here, there are settings actually, and it's on the headliner for your fan right here, your temperature right here, and if you wanted to, you know, go down on your feet or your face or both or whatnot. So, and you do have several, actually 4 vents back here that you know. Which the air comes out of. So
absolutely. You got your apps right here, pretty basic stuff, nothing crazy. Now obviously this is a GT blacktop, so this is not more of the higher trim level. Don't get me wrong, it is a really nice vehicle. I mean, it's not anything basic, but it's also not anything loaded.
Yes.
It's for someone who's just looking to be in the middle. Now, you know, if you were to go higher up in the trim levels, you do get a bigger screen, you do get more options. You might get Wi-Fi hotspot, you might get different things. It really just depends on all kind of different trim levels that you may get. But don't get me wrong, guys, the screen may look tiny on the video, but it really isn't too tiny. Like I said,
it's a 7-inch screen. You know what I'm saying? So that's a nice size screen.
It's not bad. It's not no 12-inch now. But you know, it's still a 7-inch. Absolutely. So of course, when you go to controls right here, you got your heated seats and you got your heated steering wheel. Where my main man right here is sitting, you do got the heated seats right there in the second row as well. It'll be right down here. So if you know, if you got kids in the back and they want to get, if you got adults, kids in the back, whatever the case may be. If they get cold, they can turn on their own heated seats right there, so that way they can stay warm as well, like you do too.
Gotcha. Now guys, one thing that I learned about this vehicle, which I thought was the dopest thing I've seen in a long time. If you guys can see on the screen right now, you see, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. You see where it says headrest fold at the top right there. Yeah, right there. You see it says headrest fold. So I asked Ben, I said, man, what is headrest fold? So guys, I'm gonna show you once you hit that button. I gotta turn my camera around real quick so you guys can see actually what that headrest fold does. I think it's pretty dope. So when Ben hits the headrest fold, it drops the headrest on the third row seat, guys. That is one of the dopest things I've seen in a car in a long time. Although you have to manually put them back up, just to be able to do that, I think it's pretty dope. Maybe it'll help if you're looking out the rearview mirror, you know, trying to see what's going on back there. Granted, you do have a rearview camera in this truck. I just think that that's a pretty dope, you know, something dope to have in the car.
And you know, it's also since it is a third row, you're able to put down the third row in the back, so that way you can have a bunch of trunk space. So that way, if you know, you don't want to have to, I don't even believe that you can manually push down the headrest. I do believe you have to press this button. It does make it significantly easier. It does save time in the process in terms of having to put down the seats. All you have to do is go back there and just literally push them down. You don't have to worry about putting down the headrest. You press this, you push them down, you're good to go.
And good to go. All right, sounds good to me. So all right, now, so you got the basic phone controls. We all know what goes on, you know, pairing the phones and the Bluetooth and stuff like that. So, and we do have the actual manual buttons for your AC and your heat and stuff like that. And I noticed down there we do have the parking sensor.
In the back, yeah.
In the back, of course, the auto off button. You have the eco mode in here, and you have sport mode in here. So you know, don't sleep because it's a V6. You know what I mean? You still got sport mode, so I'm sure that they get the most out of that V6 with this sport mode. And guys, just you know, if you want to look at the seats real quick, you know what I mean. You got, like I said, you got the heated and ventilated seats, the leather, great quality leather. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. I'm gonna let y'all see the inside, you know what I'm saying, and all that good stuff. But I just had my arm draped over the seat, so I felt I had to mention that. You dig what I'm saying? So all right, guys. So all right, we just seen what goes on basically in the cockpit of this Dodge Durango. All right, guys, so we are looking inside the engine bay of this 2019 Dodge Durango GT Blacktop Edition. This is a 3.6 liter V6 here. It's pretty standard. Of course, you got, you know, your air filter and your intake system there. You got your this place where you can your fuse box, my apologies, your fuse box. And if you need to jump the vehicle over there, of course, you don't see a battery in here because the battery is actually under the passenger seat in this vehicle. So it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's a nice size V6 in here. You do have the room that you need if you need to get your hands in here and, you know, work around. You got your reservoir here for your windshield wiper fluid, your brake fluid and stuff like that. And you can see, you look in here now, they do have some nice braided lines in here, so you're just not getting no regular, you know what I mean, hoses that might dry right after a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? So hey, it's a beautiful truck. And just, you know, continuing to look at the front, you can see it has the HID headlights in here. And if you look right there, you'll see Dodge written right there. So it's the small details like that, you know, that I really like about the vehicles. And of course, that is on both sides. And you have your LED daytime running lights on there as well. So guys, like I said, this is a 2019 Dodge Durango GT Blacktop Edition, and it has the Plus package. And as you can see on the sticker right now, you can see all the details, all of the options that come along with this vehicle, and you know exactly where this vehicle is. It is at Wolfchase Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in Bartlett, Tennessee. Like I said, there's your GT badge as well. So make sure you guys come down here, check these guys out, because this is one amazing Durango, might I add myself.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, so you just seen this amazing review on this amazing Dodge Durango right here. Hey, Ben, tell us just a little bit more info about this 2019 Dodge Durango.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. So real quick, guys, this is a bigger SUV. So if you and your family want to go out and like tow something or bring a little tiny little boat with or some jet skis, you do have 6,200 pounds of towing capacity on this vehicle, so you're able to do a little more with it. Plus, it is a heavy set vehicle, so you probably don't have to worry too much about in terms of shaking and all that. And you do get 295 horsepower. So you got, like I said, it is a V6, but you do get some kick to it.
Hey,
you get some kick to it.
V6 that can pull that much weight, you know what I'm saying? I can definitely, get behind something like that, you know what I mean? And guys, like I said, if you want this vehicle, you need to come down here to Wolfchase Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bartlett, Tennessee. Ask for my man Ben.
Now, they already know now. Y'all should be asking for me the second you walk in through that door.
Exactly. So you guys already know, and most definitely that number. Hey Ben, what's your number? It's right here, I guarantee you.
321-945-0733.
Absolutely. So make sure you hit Ben up down here, man, and he's gonna make sure he take care of you. He's gonna kick in all them rebates, you know what I mean? So whenever you come out here or you see that sticker online, Ben, he gonna make some magic happen with that sticker, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, that's the only person you need to ask for. So make sure you come ask for Ben. So you know what we about to do. He just told me what this thing can tow, and he told me the horsepower behind it. So I'm about to get in this Dodge Durango. Got my guy Ben with me. We can go make it do what it do. You dig what I'm saying? We up out of here. See y'all next time.